Hey guys, welcome to my Call of Duty Black Ops review. First, I'm going to quickly talk about the graphics and audio. And the graphics in Black Ops are decent. They're pretty much the same as World at War and COD 4. And the audio is decent as well. It's pretty much the same as any previous Call of Duty game. Now I'm going to talk about the single player. The single player in Call of Duty Black Ops, I actually really liked it. It was something different, and it had a great plot with lots of twists, and it even goes in directions you wouldn't expect it to go. And I'm sure some people didn't like it because it didn't feel too much like Call of Duty, but that's why I thought it was so great. They went for something different, and we got something different. And at the time, and even now, Call of Duty needed something different, and that's why this single player fits so well. So the single player, I liked it. Okay, so before I go into the multiplayer, I just want to quickly say that the first two portions of this review were recorded a day or two earlier, and I was sick at that time, so I may have sounded bad, but now my voice should be a little bit better, less nasally. So we'll see how much better this is. So anyways, here we go into the most mixed thing in Black Ops, the multiplayer. The reason why I call it the most mixed thing is because many people have mixed opinions on this, and some hate it and some love it. I personally, I liked it. It isn't my favorite multiplayer from Call of Duty. The first Call of Duty's expansions, like United Offensive, Call of Duty 2, and Call of Duty 4, all have a better multiplayer than Black Ops, in my opinion. But judging from the more recent Call of Duties, this is probably my second favorite, right behind Call of Duty 4. But Black Ops, in general, it was really fun. So, good multiplayer. Okay, and finally I'm going to talk about the thing that everybody talks about and plays, Nazi zombies, or is it even Nazi zombies anymore? Whatever. I'll get to that in a bit. Anyways, Zombies is back this time, and it's bigger than ever. If you have the money to buy the extra packs, that is. And yes, that is where my biggest beef with Zombies is. And don't get me wrong, Zombies is super fun. I've loved it since World at War, and it made sense that in World at War there was only one map to start off with. It made sense because in World at War, Zombies was just an experiment. So the fact that they only had one zombie map, and then the rest were released with expansion packs, it made sense, because it was just an experiment. But here, they've experimented enough with the previous 4 maps from World at War, and they only start out with 2. Like, you could say, oh, Black Ops, it's a different game, different guns, so it's an experiment again. No! It sticks. If you play Black Ops and you play World at War, like the World at War expansion pack maps, it sticks to the same formula, you know, until it gets to the map packs in Black Ops. The first 2 maps in Black Ops kind of stuck to the formula. Once you get past those first 2 maps, it strays away from the formula a little bit. But anyways, I just find it ridiculous. You should have had at least 4 maps to start off with in this game. There's no reason it should have only been 2 this time. It doesn't make any sense. How much you want to bet in Black Ops 2 there will only be 3 maps? Seriously, it's ridiculous. Anyways, when I say they only gave us 2, I literally mean they only gave us 2. Because Ascension, the zombie map in the first Black Ops map pack, it was already made or close to being done at the release of Black Ops. It was either really, really close to being done, or it was already done, but they just held it off until after release to put it in the first map pack, which I have an extreme problem with. That's ridiculous. Ascension should have been launched with the game. It should have been in the game at launch. It's ridiculous that they held off on Ascension for a map pack. It's stupid. To be honest, if you think about it, all the maps really were already in development, and a lot of the map pack multiplayer maps were also redesigns of old maps that failed, so, I mean, there you go. That's really the only thing I do not like about Zombies. Is just, I mean, that stuff was obviously to make more money. It's ridiculous, but that's my big problem with Zombies. Other than that, it's super fun, love it. It's usually more fun than multiplayer and single player, but I still liked World at War Zombies a lot because it was more difficult. If you want to challenge, play World at War Zombies. If you want to have fun, play Black Ops. That's really what it comes down to. So anyways, after all that, final verdict. I'm going to give Call of Duty Black Ops a 8.75. And make sure you see me for my next review, where I start off with Left 4 Dead Weekend. I'm going to be reviewing Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2, and the Passing DLC. So be sure to see that, and see you guys next time.